Hello folks, Rob aka Maximum RD here. Oh, and look at that. I wasn't even prepared with my notes. My notes. Yes. Anyway, I've been game tagged. So here's my response. Just kidding. Just kidding, brother. Don't worry about it, brother. Oh, hurts my throat. I think I sound more like Fred Sanford from Sanford and Son than I do any wrestler. But anyways. All right, this is in reply to MNC122703. 3 systems and my favorite game on each. Yeah, I don't know. You might be surprised by these answers, but then again, maybe not. First, I'll go back to the oldest system, which is my favorite of the classic systems. You might probably know this already. That would be ColecoVision, because your vision is our vision. ColecoVision. Favorite game of all time, no question. I don't even have to think about it. Mr. Do. Mr. Do. If you haven't played Mr. Do, it's been ported on many platforms, including Super Nintendo. Check it out. It's really cool. There's some people out there who will be like, it's Dig Dug. It's Dig Dug. It's a ripoff of Dig Dug. Dig Dug's much better. No, okay. Anyone who thinks that, you need to play a little bit more Mr. Do, I think. Okay. I mean, he's a clown in an orchard fighting monsters, throwing this crystal ball thingy around. Yeah, obviously the developers were high on something, but there's something about that game. Like, if I play Dig Dug, I can only play it for so long. I've played many various ports of it, but for just something about it's the music. I love the music in it. Do 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 whatever. I don't know. It just draws me in, and I used to play it all day long as a kid with my ColecoVision, and it's just awesome. So Mr. Do and ColecoVision, number 1. Number 2, PlayStation original, PlayStation 1, PSX, whatever you want to call it. And obviously there's literally hundreds of titles to choose from, but I equate favorite game with the game that just sticks with you the most. The game that no matter how many times I go back and play it again, and even though I know what's going to happen next, I just enjoy it and I look forward to it. And that would be Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil released on the PlayStation, because I'm also into horror, survival horror, and that was the first game that made me believe that a game could actually scare the crap out of you. I wouldn't have believed it prior to that. So definitely PlayStation 1, Resident Evil is the number 2 pick. And then, of course, my third, which I'm sure is going to be a favorite console of many of us, would be the good old Nintendo NES, the original 8-bit console that brought us back our beloved gaming market. Now, the game you might be a little surprised at. Sure, there's Zelda. Zelda is a great memory, obviously. But again, it's one of those games, like, if I finish it 2 or 3 times, and, you know, I don't really want to play it again when I can play something else. But a game that I can play over and over and over and over is, ready? Side Pocket. Yeah, Side Pocket. Friggin' pool. Over the head, like a overhead, top over game, whatever you call it, where it's like you're looking down on the pool table. Oh man, I was at a friend's house when I was very young, and he had a Nintendo, and he had that one game, and I plugged it in, and I'm not really one. Well, I don't know if you want to categorize it as sports, but whatever. It just anything that it wasn't a platform game or a shooter, and I'm like, pool. I hadn't played much pool at that time. Basically, my friend woke up the next day. He's like, "Rob, you're still up?" what the hell you doing? I just could not get enough of that, you know. And the funny thing is, Side Pocket's been ported to many on Sega Saturn. It's known as Minnesota Fats Pool because they gave it a Minnesota Fats theme, and but it's the same top over, you know, overhead view pool game. It's the same game. It's dressed up with prettier graphics and, you know, a couple intro movies and stuff, but it's Side Pocket because it's by Data East. And even that primitive 8-bit version on the Nintendo, I used to play it on handhelds. I'd emulate it, whatever. I just play it over and over and over, and, you know, I apply some of those same techniques. Basically, when I play real pool, I'm like looking down at the pool table like this, and I'm seeing the lines, how they line up, you know. So and the techniques work. That's the funny thing. So definitely, it must have good physics because I've actually applied them to the real game and made successful shots. So that's it. My 3 systems: Coleco, PS1, NES. My 3 favorites. So that's it, man. That's your reply, and yeah, now I got to go do a real tag reply. The only one I'm going to do. So, over and out. Bye. Thanks, brother. See you later.